The Great Quakes, 1811, 1812. Never so many in such a short time.
Shivering in the night air as aftershocks continued to terrorize them and make their houses unsafe to return to. Daylight brought more tremors and more shocks, some as severe as the first initial shock. Shocks continued throughout the entire day of December 16th and into December 17th. After the nightmare of the earthquake, area inhabitants seeking shelter in what buildings were still standing, or making do with what shelter was available, and away, they thought, from the danger, often were left homeless again, when the new tremors destroyed what was left of the buildings. But as the smaller tremors continued, people became accustomed to them, and life returned to business as usual as the shocks gradually subsided. But farmers, returning to their fields, found many changes in the landscape they had worked so diligently to raise crops on. The earthquake and following aftershocks caused a phenomenon known as sand blows or sand boils, as well as ground fissures, numerous landslides, and raising or falling of the ground surface, in some cases as much as 15 feet. River and creek beds had changed their paths. Water suddenly pooled in lakes where only dry land had been before. It wasn't just the dry land that was affected during the more intense tremors. The Mississippi riverbed lifted and dropped, causing permanent changes like currents and whirlpools, waterfalls. The entire channel changed, wiping out the original site of New Madrid. The swampy bayou was uplifted and dried out. Other land dropped and created lakes like Flag Lake near Canada and across the river Reelfoot Lake. The effect of the earthquakes was not restricted to just the New Madrid area. Virtually the entire North American continent.
5 major earthquakes in 3 months. 5 magnitude 8 quakes in 3 months. Number 1, December 16th. Number 2, December 16th. Number 3, number 4, and number 5. Our fault. The New Madrid zone stretches 150 miles through 5 states. There's the batteries. There's the Union gunboats. Cannonballs. This is a USS Louisville gunboat designed by Eads, the guy I saw up in LeClaire. The gunboats were constructed and modified by James B. Eads, who later gained fame in the bridge architecture. Their dimensions were 175 feet by 50 feet breadth, and each contained 5 bore. Confederate. This part of Missouri is called the Boot Heel because it sticks out like a boot heel. Cotton rules, but now it's corn and soybeans. King cotton. The loop in the Mississippi, and here's New Madrid right here. Look at that hat, and what is this? Oh my goodness, it's a corset. This is upstairs in the museum. Look at this cook stove, wood cook stove. It's like the mural could use a little touching up here at the museum. New Madrid, first American town in Missouri, founded in 1889 by George Morgan. Named for Madrid, Spain, the town was to be an American colony. French and American settlers contributed to the town's growth. Boot Heel counties include a strip of New Madrid, said to be part of Missouri, though through efforts of H.W. Walker. This is from atop the levee looking at downtown Main Street. These are the flags that have flown over here over the years. Okay, this is looking upriver. This is the South Bank, big loop. And I'm not sure where island number 10 is, but maybe that's it. They had to raise the height of the levee after the 1927 flood. There have been numerous floods in New Madrid. There's the Dixie Theater. 1220, 93 degrees. Wow. Now let's cruise along the levee here. This is kind of neat. Sure beats walking in the 93-degree heat. So across the river there is actually Kentucky. There's a little nub of Kentucky there. And they've got a little park right here. I think I'm gonna skip that. It's a lonesome little ice machine out there. Check out this big old barn up here. Right across from the country club golf course. It looks like it's about to implode. Alright, back up to Highway 61, past the country club, right along the levee here. Then we got a big granary right here. Back on the Great River Road, headed north on 61. Feels like I'm cruising on a levee. Well, here we go. Over the Mississippi on an old bridge. This is Route 60. Look how narrow it is. And there it is. The mighty Mississippi. Look at that truck. Whoa! It's pretty close. Too close for comfort. And this would be Cairo, Illinois. Cairo, Illinois. Slots and video poker. National Guard building. I think Cairo's probably seen better days. And what is this?